New at 5 tonight, state employee unions are fighting against those looming layoffs we've been telling you about. They're now launching a campaign to try to save some jobs.
Yeah, this comes after both Democrat and Republican leaders are joining Governor Malloy in his call for unions to talk about givebacks on pensions and benefits. All of this to deal with the massive budget deficit. Chief Political Correspondent Mark Davis joining us live with more on this big pushback. Good evening, Mark.
Hi, Scott and Ann. Good evening, everyone from the Hartford newsroom. You know, one of the state employee unions is not only bankrolling television ads, they made some of their members available today to address their concerns in this budget battle.
They provide crucial mental health services. They treat our veterans when they return home. They care for our most vulnerable citizens. And they all work for the state of Connecticut.
The Service Employees International Union, that represents about 7,500 Connecticut state employees, is firing the first volley in the effort to fight layoffs and service cuts with this TV commercial. Another union is planning a state capitol rally tomorrow, just as state lawmakers will be gathering to vote on the first round of spending cuts for the current budget year. Another big round will come sometime before May 4. Eugene Morton has worked for nearly a dozen years for the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services as a mental health assistant, and says state employees are being blamed for something they did not create.
I think they are the scapegoat. I don't think the solution is laying off folks.
Jennifer Beck is a frontline occupational therapist for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. She says she knows the state is having severe cash flow problems.
I don't know that I have the answers, but I feel like the cuts shouldn't be to the young adults transitioning out of schools and to people in group homes that have no voice of their own.
The governor said today that he doesn't blame the state employees, but they must be a part of the solution.
The workforce is going to be reduced significantly this year, and that could be a long-term trend.
When you lay off folks, those folks become unemployed, they stop paying taxes, they depend on the state in a different manner.
Now, the state Senate is scheduled to start their session tomorrow at 11 a.m. for this round of budget-cutting legislation that they'll be voting on. Public safety unions are going to be holding a rally starting at 10:30 outside. Live from the Hartford newsroom, Mark Davis, News 8.